Elliot from the Bear Pit TV. This is another episode of SCFC News. Now, first off, last night, after Accrington and Burnley played out some absolutely dire game on Sky Sports News, after about 3 hours later after that, they did the draw for the EFL third round cup. Ian Dowie looked like he needed a poo throughout it, but they did eventually draw as Hull at home in the next round, which is a bit of a strange one because they're doing well in the Premier League, but they've got a squad of about 3 players. Well, they've got 13 or 15 senior squad players. By the time we could play them, that could change. They could sign some more. But I don't know what to make of that draw. Hopefully we play a strong side and we progress and sort of look to improve on last season when we made the semi-final. On to transfer news. We've been linked with Phil Jones. He's 24 years old. He's at Man United, if you don't know already, and he's probably best known for pulling daft faces. But apart from that, when he's not doing that, he's an okay defender. And funnily enough, Mark Bowen today has confirmed interest in Phil Jones, which is a bit of a strange one because most of the time when Mark Bowen speaks, he's being an absolute liar, because last time he confirmed interest in someone, it was Nani, even though it seemed that a deal was already done for Valencia, and it seemed that it was just a smoke screen for us to go and buy Sobby or to sort of try and speed up that deal. So I never believe what Mark Bowen says because half the time he's a liar. But anyway, sort of leading on from that, yesterday John Percy, who's the gospel for Stoke City transfers, said that we're interested in loaning Mohamedou Sakho from Liverpool. So again, is maybe Mark Bowen saying that we're going for Phil Jones actually a smokescreen for Sakho? Who knows? Now, Mohamedou Sakho failed a drugs test incorrectly last season. He missed out on the Europa League final for Liverpool. He missed out on the European Championships for France. I'd be happy if we signed Mohamedou Sakho. He's a bit unorthodox in how he plays, but he's still a good defender. I think he's got a lot of pace. I think so many times I've seen him sprint back and block a chance on goal, and I think he's someone that would shore up our defence. He'd probably replace Walshide and partner Shawcross, which would be, I could see a decent partnership in that. I know a lot of people don't like Walshide. Some people do. Sort of a 50-50 camp. I'll sit on the fence and stay in the middle because I don't know. I do love his arms because he runs a bit weird, but obviously some people might not. So I don't know what to make of that one. Maybe we are going to go for Sakho and get him on loan. When John Percy speaks, it's usually the truth. So let's just see how that one develops in the coming days. And then sort of really late last night, German news outlet Bild said that we'd bid 20 million euros for Christian Pulisic from Dortmund. Now, this came pretty much out of nowhere, but Christian Pulisic himself is one of the USA's brightest talents so far. I know Pulisic sounds a lot like Tony Pulis, and I know a lot of you are worried about that or hope there's some link. Hope there's not some link, and there probably isn't because it's just a name. The only link that Pulis and USA have is Breck Shea, and the less said about that, the better. But Christian Pulisic rose to prominence in the winter break for Dortmund. He was playing very well in the youth team, got something like 10 goals and 7 assists in 10 games. And in the after the winter break, Thomas Tuchel of Dortmund started playing him in the first team. He became the youngest foreigner to ever score in the Bundesliga. He's 17 years old, and then he went and broke that a couple of games later, becoming the youngest ever player to score 2 in a Bundesliga game. So he's a really, really bright talent. I know a lot of people are a bit worried about why would we be looking for another winger. We've got Sobby, we've got Shaqiri, and we've got Arnautovic, and really the pressing issues are a defender and a striker at the moment. So if we get defender and a striker and then went for Pulisic, then I've got to stop saying Pulisic. That's you lot. It's not Pulisic, it's Pulisic. Nothing to do with Tony Pulis. Anyway, if we got all 3, then I wouldn't mind that at all. But yeah, a defender and a striker definitely should take priority over that. So sort of last story, there's been no new news, but Berahino, it's rumbling on, as per usual. It's just going on and on and on. But there's sort of been a little bit of an update. Southampton have today signed, I can't remember his name, I don't know his name. Southampton have signed a player today for 21 million, a striker, and they're willing to let Jay Rodriguez go. Now it seems that he may be going on loan or he may be sold to West Brom. If he goes to West Brom, I feel like we've done this merry-go-round so many times. If he goes to West Brom, that should open the door for Saido Berahino to leave. There's been nothing new apart from that. and it's not concrete whether Jay Rodriguez is going to West Brom, but hopefully those cogs start turning and the Berahino deal finally happens. Finally. Just please make it end, someone. But anyway, you might see this bar now that's coming across, quite fancy. But next week, Bull Street are going to be doing Transfer Deadline Day live. I'm going to be on it, it's going to be streamed live throughout the day. Your alternative to watching Jim White scream in a yellow tie. And if you do want to watch it, all you got to do is head over to the Bull Street channel. I'll leave a link in the description if you do want to go and have a look. And we will be doing some great stuff. There'll be competitions, there'll be fun, there'll be transfer news. I'll be there speaking about everything Stoke, and I hope you can get involved. Earlier today, we ran a little poll on our Twitter just to find out which out of Berahino, Pulisic, Jones and Saka you would have if you could only sign one. Here's the results, and it's pretty much proven that we need a striker. A lot of you went with Berahino and he was the standout candidate, which pretty much says it all. But anyway, if you have enjoyed today's video, do leave a like below, comment and let me know which you'd rather sign out of those four. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe.